This time on Hobby Journeys, we're looking at the week in Warhammer with the Adepticon reveals and the pre-orders for the 6th of April with a goose.
Hello. Welcome to Hobby Journeys. So as usual, we're going to be looking at the week in Warhammer, including what's going up for pre-order on Saturday, what went up last week, particularly because we missed a week because Matthew's had flu and I had a car crash and spent the time I intended to be filming videos trying to sort out insurance and getting police ambulances to car crashes. Everyone was alright though, it was all good, it was a bit of a thing, but no one was hurt. Everyone walked away, everything is fine, apart from my sanity from having to deal with insurance companies. But here we are. Anyway.
And the car. The car's not fine either.
No, the car's not fine either. The car is, it's going to be fine, it's going to get repaired. So yeah, here we are. So this week, me and Matthew have both done a bit of hobby, haven't we? You painted your Space Marine captain, this fella here. You've,
in the new chapter colours.
Yeah, you're going for a new chapter screen. Basically, it's sort of like an icy armoured colour in it. You can do, should we see if we can... There he is. There he is. So this is Matthew's new scheme. So it's a sort of icy armour colour, sort of light blue over white, basically. Going to paint some gold trim on it, aren't you? And a purple cloak. That's your plan for him. Yeah, and I finally finished one of my Dark Angels. First one of my new scheme, which is looking a bit like this. Probably I'll post up a picture of him because I do have some photos I've taken, so I'll post them up probably. So alongside this, in fact, you can probably see it now. There's probably a picture of a Space Marine right here. I mean, we can't see it because I haven't done it yet, but you know, that's the thing. That's how the editing process works.
We'll get VR soon.
Maybe so.
Called with VR on.
It's the future, Matthew. It's the future. But yeah. So we've both been doing a bit of hobbying, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which has been nice, and yeah. Okay, so shall we get into the various week in Warhammer things? Let's do it, eh? So first up, there was big news. This happened yesterday. It's absolute carnage. GW are rescinding a load of miniatures from the Age of Sigmar range. Won't upset you too much, Matthew. I mean, the fact they're getting rid of some AOS stuff probably makes you pleased because you always issue a disdain for it. But a lot of people are very unhappy because their armies have been, a lot of their miniatures are no longer going to be tournament legal at the very least. I mean, you can play with whatever you like, but you can do what you like at home. I mean, that's the thing. But they, their miniatures are now not going to be legal. They're not going to be supported. And it's a bit of a shame for people, but
Just like imagine you have a whole army of evocators.
Yeah, these guys.
And you just can't use them anymore.
Oh, that'll definitely be a thing. I mean, I'm thinking I need to get myself stocked up on sequitors because I like using them for converting into Space Marines. And if they're not going to be available,
use them anymore.
Well, I can for Space Marines. Do what you like. I mean, kit bash.
I use them for tournaments still.
Well, yeah, I can with Space Marines. If I'm running with Space Marines, I mean, I don't know if they are. I don't know how legal a kit bash is, to be honest. But it's. I'm not going to fight the tournament anyway. I mean, play at home and that, it's the thing. But yeah, so there's a lot of unhappy people about this. I mean, I completely get that. I think I would be a bit gutted if one of my armies disappeared out of sight. But equally, I do feel there's a bit of bloat in terms of a lot of the Rangers. I'm looking at you, firstborn Space Marines. It's if you're going to have new things, you've got some of the old things might have to go at some stage. So that's always going to be a thing. The way they've done it's a bit brutal, though. To be fair, I think it's
Why?
Well, they literally just announced all these are going overnight. At least these people, they can give them a bit of, don't just go, by the way, all this is gone. And I find this one, I mean, they've got rid of the whole Bone Splitters range, which I think were quite new with Age of Sigmar. I mean, this was a whole new thing, one of the sub-factions of Orcs, and they've just gone, they're not a thing anymore. They're gone. Been and gone. But, anyway, that's the thing. A lot of people are unhappy. Don't go on hobby Twitter. It's just not worth it at the moment, But yeah.
What, anyway?
Well, I know you won't. You're never going on Twitter. You're not allowed.
Not when I'm 19, though, Will.
No, even when you're 19, you're never going on Twitter.
What you going to do about it?
I will block all your things because you're not going to move out till you're like 30, so you'll be at home. I can block whatever I like on our. I'll be okay. If you're paying for the broadband, you can do what you like.
Why?
I'll make you pre-arrangements for when you're like 19.
No, that ain't happening.
There we are. Anyway, so that's the thing. We also had Adepticon. That was ancient news in Warhammer terms, but the intention was we were going to do a video on the reveals from that on the Thursday, but it was a Thursday that I ended up in the car crash, and it didn't happen because I was absolutely knackered by the time I got home.
Yeah, I was more tired than him, I think.
You weren't even in the crash. You just you just got driven over to come and see us at the crash site.
But I was still tired.
Yeah, but anyway, there we go.
I panicked more than Mum.
Yeah, I think it wasn't. It could have been worse, Matthew. No one was seriously hurt. It was fine, and the other driver was at fault, so I'm not having to pay anything for it. So it's all good. Still got me no claims. So Adepticon reveals came out. We'll just look at a few of the highlights quickly because, like I say, ancient news really. Some new Chaos Space Marines coming out. So we've got a few new characters. But I think there's a Chaos Space Marines Codex upcoming, as you usually do. If you're not getting a range refresh with your Codex, you're going to get a couple of characters probably, or at least one character to go along with it. So Chaos Space Marines have got this fella. This is, what's he called? Is he going to tell me? Oh, a new Chaos Lord. So he's a Chaos Lord? What do you think to him, Matthew? You like him? You like? Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he's alright, isn't he? I mean, I think he sort of looks a little bit like an AOS miniature in some ways. He's more AOS, I think, in style than the Space Marine. I mean, if you popped his Space Marine helmet off, you'd never know. Maybe the backpack as well, but that'd be a thing. This chap as well. This is a named character, I think, or is it? Oh no, this is just another build of the same miniature, I think, the same Chaos Lord.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some options around it.
Just a guy jumping.
Just a guy jumping. This is a Lord with a jump pack, I think. I like this guy. He'd make quite a nice Night Lord, I guess.
He's jumping off a Space Marine head.
He is jumping off a Space Marine head. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get, dude. You mess with a Chaos Space Marine Lord, you're going to get your head stomped on. But yeah, he's quite cool. I like this Night Lord version of it. I think that is a really good look. I like these power claws. Yeah, I'd probably helmet them up myself, to be honest. I mean, I think, I always like a helmet, but I quite like the Night Lord. I am coming over to Night Lords. They were my least favourites of the Chaos Space Marine factions, but I quite like them these days. I think they've had some good releases, and especially in terms of that Killteam squad box. You quite like them. And like I say, Chaos Space Marine Codex upcoming, so that's going to be a thing. And a box, by the looks of things, we've got a big box of lots of Chaos Space Marines. No sort of vehicular things, it's basically the Chaos Space Marine range we've got in there. Also got some AOS stuff, I think. So this is so we've finally come to the end of the Dawnbringer Chronicles, so the various books they've been bringing out. This is a bit like we had with the new edition of Warhammer 40,000. So they ended up with that book with the lion being released. So it was a big build up that ended up with the new edition. I mean, I don't know who's going to be buying this book when we've got the new edition coming. Are you going to really want a book that's got a load of stuff for the old edition, like a month before? But, I'm sure there's a market, so they wouldn't do it, would they? So that's coming. Got some new models. Got this chap who's a big Chaos Lord on a big dragon thing, by the looks of things, which I think is quite cool. I like him. What are you thinking to him, Matthew?
I like.
Yeah, the big dragon fella. Horus Heresy, we're going to be getting the Adepticon Mechanicus by the looks of things. Nothing revealed apart from a cryptic message. Well, very cryptic. I had a 3-second look at it and went, oh, we're getting the Adepticon Mechanicus, are we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the cogs and Mars probably give it away. I'm quite looking forward to that. I want to see what they're going to do with the Adepticon Mechanicus.
Also maybe all the
Horus
talking
Heresy
for 44 seconds.
Well, that is also true. Yeah, they do like a chat, don't they? They do like a chat. But yeah, I do like Adepticon Mechanicus in 40k. It was, in some ways, that's what drew me back into getting into the hobby, because I saw there was Adepticon Mechanicus. I looked at it and went, oh, they look great, and then never collected them. But I am quite excited for what sort of look we're going to be getting when it comes to the Horus Heresy. In some ways, more excited than I was for anything else they've done, really. Apart from maybe the beaky helmet Space Marines, they were excellent as well. Finally, we have a new edition of AOS. with Skaven, which is the most exciting thing for me. I mean, I'm probably not. I didn't play the old edition of AOS. I probably won't play the new edition, but I might buy some Skaven because I do like Skaven. I loved Skaven back in the day. Never had a Skaven army, but admired from afar.
Why would you want an army of jellybean?
They are just little rats, aren't they? Much like our Chihuahua jellybean. So
She is an overgrown rat, isn't she?
Yeah. So we watched the trailer earlier, didn't we?
Well, you say earlier, about 8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago. Yeah, we did. Before we came on, we had to watch through. Are you excited for the new edition? I know you're not a big AOS fan. Do you like the looks of Skaven though?
A little bit.
Yeah, you like Skaven. I think you'll like Skaven. I love Skaven. I think they're brilliant. They are.
I mean, they remind me of jellybeans.
They were I did used to think they were like the best thing in Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Apart from all the other things I liked, so many things to like. But I did like the Skaven. But yeah, so coming up, so we missed telling you about the Sunday preview last week. Obviously, didn't do a video. Basically, the big thing was a lot of new releases, or at least old but repackaged releases for Legions Imperialis. That's what I'm excited for anyway. Legions Imperialis, awesome, isn't it? So yeah, we had. Oh, look at the War Master Titan. Look at that. It's £105, Matthew. Though.
No, you
how much have you got? How much have you got in your Go Henry account? I reckon you've got 80 quid in there. We could just,
No, you're not having that.
You're not having. Oh, so.
Yeah. You want to buy 105 quid miniature, then you won't even get me 2 DLCs for that's fine. That cost 16 quid.
Well, yeah, because I want to spend them on that.
Well, no.
Obviously.
All right. If I can have them, you can get that.
Out of your bank account?
No, out of Mum's.
That's what we're saying.
Out of
Oh, right, well, there we go.
Yeah.
No dice. But yeah, so we've got all these releases. I think these are... So I think the Land Raiders are new. I think some of this stuff is new. Some of it, like, the Titans, they are all re-releases of old models. Nothing wrong with that, though. They are solid. We've got the War Master, good kit. Warhound's good. Land Raiders, nothing wrong with them. Solid stuff, and they are up on pre-order now. They are on the go. And then we come to next Saturday's pre-orders. So tomorrow. That's tomorrow. So these are going up. They're going to be going up on the 6th of April.
Sunday preview, though.
Yeah, it's a Sunday preview of what's going on pre-order the following Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the 6th of April. So this is what's going to be going up on sale on the 6th of April. We've got this Killteam box. So this is... Nightmare. So I think this is Night Lords and whatever these things for the Dracaria. I can't remember what you call them. So they're like sort of witches or something. But Mandrakes. Night Lords versus the Mandrakes. So you got your Night Lords. I mean, as I was just saying, I do like the Night Lords. I'm brought over to them. And this kit particularly is really good. I do think a lot of the old Night Lord kits were a little bit derpy. What do you think to these, Matthew? Are you liking these guys? You like these? I think they're nice. I mean, they're meant to be horrific. Basically, the essence of the Night Lords is they are Chaos Space Marines, but every single one of them is meant to be like a serial killer. So they would have been like, every single member of this chapter would have been like the worst ever serial killer in history, basically. And they're all meant to be quite horrible, basically. So, they're all sort of a bit... he's got I imagine that's human skin. He's got drapes on him.
So you just grabbed every man from the 20th century, pretty much.
All the bad ones.
Yeah, most of them were bad.
So we've got Harold Shipman here. We've got Jeffrey Dahmer. I think he's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ted Bundy.
Oh, there's Bundy. He's definitely Bundy, isn't he? It's all of them.
Oh, you can't forget the Ripper. Don't forget the Ripper.
The Ripper. Jack the Ripper? Yeah. Oh, the Yorkshire Ripper. You mean the Yorkshire...
No. Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
Well, he wasn't 20th century, was he?
Yes, he was the first serial killer. Same thing.
End of the 19th century. But yeah, these guys... I like this guy with the guy hanging off his banner pole. I think we have seen these before, but, pretty solid. Then we've got the Mandrakes. All right.
That's just the girl versions of the last ones.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I can't name any.
You got
girl
Sarah
serial
Bundy.
Killers. Sarah Bundy. I'm not sure Sarah Bundy was a serial. Well, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Sorry, Sarah Bundy.
Yeah, there's probably Sarah Bundy's out there going, "Hey, what are you talking about?" I don't. These guys. They're okay. Not a massive fan. They're all right.
Joanne Dahmer.
If you were into these, I'm guessing you're into them. I am not. They're all right. I've not got a lot to say. What do you think, Matthew?
Same as
No,
you.
same as me, really. Yeah,
Just go
they're
serial
okay.
killer.
They're not for me, but you know,
Just the girl version.
But I'm not a Drakari fan, so if I was into Drakari, I might be a bit more of a fan of them, but I'm not. So here we are. You know, we've got some Warcry stuff. A bit of a Warcry band. What are these fellas? Pyre and Floods. It's another box for them. It looks a bit like we've got some of the Lumineth, whatever they Realm Lords, and Night Haunt. Got some Night Haunt. And it's not very zoomed in, so I can't really see what's going on with them. But I'm sure they're lovely models. What are you thinking of these, Matthew?
They're decent. I like the ghosts. I always like the ghosts, though.
Yeah, the Night Haunts are solid. Yeah. You've got this bit of terrain as well, which is cool. You know, you got your box and so on. So yeah, it's all right. Nothing wrong with it at all. We've got a few new things. We looked at these previously. These guys are a bit of a highlight. So we've got these. Troll things.
That one's you.
You think?
Yeah.
Stone trolls or something? What are these guys? I need to know what these guys are.
Anything that looks like an ogre, a monkey, or a troll is you.
Oh, so these are those hunters with lots of dogs. This is all about the doggos.
Doggies!
Look at the doggos. Look at the brave little doggos
Jellybean
there.
should be in that group.
You think Jelly should be in there?
Yeah, she'd lick him to death.
I'm not gonna lie. I think those other dogs might tear her to pieces. To be honest.
No,
but,
she'd lick them all to death.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they're okay. If you're into that, you know, it's all right. They're basically just some hunters with some dogs. I mean, I embrace the message of the dogs. One day, I might put an army together just of dogs. That'd be cool. Doggos. But yeah, and these guys are a Gorgon Moor pack.
You and your friends.
And me and my friends, you reckon? Oh, that's not very nice, is it? They're all right. They're, pretty solid. Pretty solid. We've got the gnomes for Blood Bowl. Gnomes for Blood Bowl. They're not going to give us many pictures here, are they? They're not making this.
Goose!
The goose. It is the goose and the foxes and the fox with the ball in his mouth.
And the fox I thought that was a...
I can't remember. You thought it was an otter or something?
Yeah, I thought it was an otter.
We've got the badger. Got the killer badger. I could see myself buying this.
No, the goose is the one that's...
the goose is the highlighter. I mean, he is the obvious king of this side. But yeah, the badger's good as well. I've got a lot of time for the badger.
Not the rest of the models, just the goose.
Just the goose.
We just need
the goose. Yeah, I like the goose.
He'd win the game for us.
Yeah, we like...
Grab the ball in his beak.
Even your mum said when we showed her these guys... And in fact, we watched the video from when we previewed these, and we looked at it. Even she liked the gnomes. She never likes anything Warhammer, and she liked the gnomes.
She doesn't like anything, though, does she?
Well, I'm sure she likes.
She doesn't like anything we like.
No, but certainly not Warhammer.
Football,
she is not a Warhammer fan.
She only watches the videos because I'm in them.
Yeah, that is true, and we make her. Even you've been interested into Spike Journals and some stuff for Blood Bowl, I guess. More stuff for we've got some team cards for gnomes, a new pitch, I guess gnome related. I mean, all some tree men. We've got some tree men.
I want my old tree men.
I think these are star men for the gnomes.
I don't like them tree men. I want my big tall tree men.
You like a big tall tree man?
They like to fall over when they die.
Like they have in Blood Bowl 2 on the Xbox.
When they get hurt, they just fall like this.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Because I bet they go like this.
Quite possibly.
But the ones in Blood Bowl 2 just go...
Yeah. We've got a new White Dwarf coming out. I can't remember if I've had this yet, to be honest. Possibly. I don't think so, though. I think it's a new one I haven't had yet. But yeah, we're issue 499, almost issue 500. Exciting.
I don't care.
I remember getting very excited with issue 200. I've actually rebought issue 200 recently. It was a vintage issue. There was a lot of good content in that issue, and maybe the point at which White Dwarf started to downhill slide a bit. But but that's a whole other story. We've got some books, a few books, more books. More books. German translation of books.
No.
Or French, that's French, isn't it?
Oui, baguette.
Some short stories by the looks of things. Some books and short stories about Space Marine successor chapters. Wow, these look cool. Display case. Oh, I like these wicked brick display case. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up for this, Matthew.
Better than that, though, isn't it?
What, my big display case? No.
I mean, you've got a steeper award, didn't it?
Well, I do, because I won an award from work. You know, nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
so.
But I do like these display cases. These are very cool. I could see myself investing in a few of them. We've got some Warhammer Plus content. We've got a battle report. Looks like some Black Templars on the go in that. So 140,000. Lore Masters. I'm sure we already had this one about the whatever those witchy fellas were. We had just talked about them. What were they called? Mandrakes. And a masterclass on how to paint black leather. So there we go. So what was your highlight from this week in Warhammer?
Goose.
The goose. I mean, of course it is.
Goose.
I'm going to be honest. I'm looking forward to getting to the miniature of the year at the end of this year because that is the winner.
It better
Frankly,
be
that is winning the award.
If you vote anything else,
well, you're just mad. What is wrong with you?
You banged your
What
head.
is wrong with you? But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we don't care about you Gilliman or any big dragons. The goose wins.
Yeah, but there it is. Anyway, it was alright, wasn't it? Yeah, not a bad week for stuff.
To the viewers?
So what do we say to the viewers,
I
Matthew?
think we say bye-bye. I think you should like and subscribe.
I think we do say bye, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel and all that. You see, I sound like a proper YouTuber now.
Wow.
Yeah, really helps the channel out, you know.
We make a lot of money from it.
Yeah, we don't make any money, do
5p.
we?
5p.
One day, Matthew.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Probably not off. Probably not off the 400 subscribers got them right now. But that is awesome that 400 people have watched us and felt like they wanted to hit that subscribe button
And hit the bell.
And hit the bell. I mean, maybe they hit the bell. I don't know if they hit the bell or not. But
I think they.
But they hit the subscribe button. 400 people thought they watched us and went, you know what? I'd like to see some more of them whittering on about stuff. But yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Don't like.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, they must have liked to hit it, maybe. Or, maybe they just like you. Could just be you, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not you, me.
No, just you.
Me.
There we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Bye.